Give me the scenario that's going to totally throw the 12-team playoff into chaos by Sunday afternoon.
Okay, well, if we want to do really chaos, let's go UNLV beats Boise. UNLV is going to get in, but probably won't get a bye. Let's go Clemson beating SMU. All right. Clemson beats SMU. So now SMU has 2 losses. So you have a 2-loss Clemson, a 2-loss SMU compared to a 3-loss Alabama. They got to take one. Other than that, I think the other ones are pretty set. Like the winner of the Big 12 is getting in. Both teams in the SEC are getting in. I think there are going to be 4 teams in the Big 10: Oregon, Penn State, Indiana, Ohio State. All 4 of those are getting in. It's just a matter of seeding. Notre Dame is in. They're going to be either the 5 or the 6 seed. And the winner of Arizona State, Iowa State is getting in. So that's pretty much that's kind of set right there. The real chaos comes with UNLV winning, because if Boise wins, I think Boise gets a bye, Dano, and everybody's going to say, how can a group of 5 team get a bye? So that's one. And then if we have to compare a 2-loss SMU to a 3-loss Blue Blood in Alabama, all hell will break loose. And my head will probably explode, because I think the committee just might put Alabama in.
Oh, yes.
And to me,
yes,
that would send the wrong message.
But you can't imagine a scenario if there's 2 SEC schools that get in and 4 Big Ten schools get in. I think that they can solve this a little bit if they look at, all right, automatic qualifiers, and then we have your ranking. Like, the ranking should still matter. So that way we can decide who's going to get a first-round bye. I think there's tweaks to this. I don't know if you have a couple that you say, all right, next year this should be done. This will prevent this or these things from happening.
Well, it's the same thing that Reese Davis has said. I'm okay with the conference champions getting in, but once everybody's in, let's seed it 1 to 12. Top 4 get a bye, and then we seed them from there. I think that's what you should do.
Yes,
that's number 1. But let me ask you this: if it comes down to 11-2 SMU or 9-3 Alabama, who is Dan Patrick putting in?
I would want SMU in, but I know it's a TV show, so Alabama at Notre Dame to open up the first round of the playoffs. They would love that. SMU, they bought their way into. They made a great business decision. I just don't know if anybody cares to watch SMU. I got to factor that in, that people are going to want to watch Alabama.
Yeah, but why are you factoring that in when
because the committee, they will?
Yeah, but the committee's not supposed to do that.
You know that, Booger. It's a TV show. All of this is a TV show.
Well, if it's a TV show, then why are we putting UNLV or Boise in there?
They don't want to. They have to. This, you have a decision to make. Like, you have to put in UNLV or Boise. I don't have to put in Alabama or SMU if SMU loses. It's a TV show. It is. They want matchups. They want sold-out crowds. They want, when you go to a bowl game, the fans are going to, come on.
I get it. I would just argue that although SMU is not a blue blood, SMU is probably one of the richest institutions in America. You know that as well as I do. Alabama, we all know what that brand is. I just hope that they do the right thing this year. Now, next year, I think War Emanuel is probably going to have to get together. And to your point, they're going to have to make some tweaks, just like anything. The first iteration is not perfect. You make some tweaks, and then we get it to the point. But this year, I truly hope this year that if Clemson wins, and the game is fairly close, in other words, if they beat SMU by 10 points, I still think SMU should get in. And if they don't do that, there'll be some good TV on Sunday. I'll leave it at that.
That's a tease.